Okay, so the first part, we are going to use the typography knowledge we learned in the previous class to design some logos. And first of all, is in Illustrator, you open this page which I set it up already. It's called the blank type page. Choose your type 2, click on your artboard. I'm going to type some word. This company name is called the Poem Technology. And hold down your shift key and drag it. Remember, the same as the image we do in Photoshop. I always say, if you want to change the size, you need to hold down your shift key and only drag from the four corners. This way you wouldn't scale the font uneven. Okay, I go to the center. Because the top one, I want to change to some font. Just go to character. Change to some, select the top one. Look for some font. I want to use the sans serif. Arial black is too regular. Okay, choose this Kendra and choose the bold. So I'm going to change this by hold the Auto Command else your arrow key, or you can come to your character option and change from here to add tracking. 100, add more. Hello. Add more. 200. Option Command arrow key. Okay. And now I need to change this technology into serif. Serif font. No. Okay, I use this basket well. So now I need to change the tracking. Try make it Option Command little arrow. Okay, that's a little too much. 85. I fill this one. Okay, I went back to the arrow black. All right, just want to have some different. And now I need to change this, have a less space here. So I go down to my character. 24, too much. 30. This way I need to add this little bit more. Okay, that's a one version I made by using combined sans serif and serif. Do this logo. And second, I'm going to do another one, which I'm now going to put this there. Just use the Century Gothic. If you know your type font name, you can type it. Century Gothic, okay. And shrink this size down. Of course, this needs to be, the size needs to change. This needs to be here. Add a space. And remember, we also see the kerning. Okay, change to optical for the kerning. The second one, we use the Century Gothic. That is the sans serif font. If I change the brand name and I feel like, for instance, there is a Chinese brand name. No, there is a fashion brand name, Chinese. And I feel like, no, this one should use the serif font. Go. Okay. Adobe Custom Pro. And always, when you use the font, always check if the copyright correctly, okay? Because some fonts you can use for free, and some fonts, when you download it, you have to pay the money for it. And when I do this, I feel like I want to do another one by adding going to change this size. Going to change this space. Can make the bottom a little bit bigger. I just want them to be flush. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to add a box behind it. And click your mouse and say arrange side to back. And select this, highlight the bottom one, and change that color into white. So you got another version, and you select all of them, and it goes to align to selection, and make it in the middle. A different font face have a different feeling, and this one, I feel because it's a fashion brand, I want to use scripting, which there are a lot of hand scripting font available. There is another one called, I want to use some funny typeface. No, this one is very serious. Actually, this one is a slab syrup that could be good for the other things. I just copied there. We are going to use for the other stuff. just need a round one, which looks like a cube. Don't want to use that. Central Gothic. This computer doesn't have a lot of font to use. This I hand scripting one. Maybe this. Yeah, this one has a round feeling. It's good for this funny. And this, I probably, because it's very serious, I cannot do the funny one. Just type something. So different font face give you different feeling. And I have another one. This one I see creative. Choose the font. Kind of, yeah. I like this bold one better, but I need to change this to here. And remember, we were saying when you do an article, when you do a poster, article, everything, you need to at the end outline all the text. The same here. After you finish the typing and the logo design, if it's a funnel, you can use the Apple Shift O to create an outline. After you've done that, this cannot be added anymore, but you can use that as a graphic. After you do this, hold down your mouse and say ungroup it. Which I come here, select the E, come to reflected to, double click it, and say OK. Creative, the E is facing the other way. Again, I'm using this to do a 3D painting. Then I'm going to change this to be smaller. 40, 0, 35. Change the leading. Drop a shadow. I want to drop a hard shadow, which is 0. Color is black. Review it. Okay, that gave me a review and say, okay, the shadow is going to look like that. I want to be closer. I want to be 0. Two millimeter. Okay. Do that. So I'm going to select the top one. Change color to the white. So I got this 3D effect. Now has a hard shadow at the back. Or you can do another way. Copy that. Go to Window, Appearance, like this. Come here. Decide to change this way. Change to white. And you just select it and hold down your Option key. Duplicate one and change to black. Notice the shadow works better on the bold sans serif instead of this skinnier type. So I'm going to delete that. Going to use Radica. Going to change the size. Going to change this size to a little smaller. This becomes 0. It's better. Okay, now I can do this. Change this to white. Hold down your Option key. Duplicate one and send to back. And this change to black. And you can also go to the wheel and see this how's it look. Okay, that created a 3D effect. Okay, so the first part is use a different font face and also combine the different size and bold and scripting to create your logo. That's the first part. Let's save this. For Illustrator, you always save the AI file. So on the next one, we are going to create is the adding things and remove things, which is going to be the second part of logo design. So let's practice the first one